YouTube, what it do? Is your boy Benjamin back in between the ropes. Look, WWE Raw just commenced. The last Raw before the Elimination Chamber just dropped, and I think a lot of us have left with a bunch of questions because now it looks like WrestleMania season is upon us, and things are starting to get down to the nitty gritty. So the show opened up with Logan Paul and CM Punk going back and forth. It actually culminated in a slap from Logan Paul. CM Punk threw a couple jabs talking about, Logan Paul's nothing special. He's just a loudmouth kid that just looks to do anything for attention. And he sees a dime and dozen in Logan Paul. So, of course, a lot of the fans out there dislike Logan Paul. I'm going to tell y'all right now, Logan Paul, I think is a perfect heel. He's one of the few that really embraces it and really gets into it. And he blurs the line of, like, what reality is. He's not acting like he's some person that doesn't know how to speak or anything like that. Like, he's Logan Paul. He's kind of embodied this villain role. So I think a lot of people outside of wrestling don't really understand that there's a little bit of a character that he has in the WWE, and so he kind of carries that outside of it. And then you have people from the outside looking in that really believe that this dude is just a piece of trash. And at the end of the day, it makes for good content, for very good content. Y'all can see what I want to say, man. Logan Paul's entertaining to me on the mic. He's entertaining in the ring, and I understand though that at the end of the day, WWE sees value in the kid. WWE sees value in Prime because they put that Prime bottle right in the middle of the ring. So, what else can we say? But they went back and forth. I think it's going to be interesting to see them in the Elimination Chamber. CM Punk did throw a quick reminder to everybody out there that was witness to that, whatever that was, with CM Punk and The Rock. I'm sorry, with Cody Rhodes and The Rock. With The Rock was asking Cody Rhodes to be his champion. CM Punk let Logan Paul know that he's Satan. I think Drew McIntyre multiple times let us know that CM Punk is the devil. So, I think there's some truth there. The second match we had was PENTA and LUDWIG KAISER and Pete Dunne, who must not be named Butch. They went after it, and they got into it. I think that a good thing about Netflix is that, man, they put a lot of talent together with this extra time. Unfortunately, though, like, if you got ads, bro, you ain't seeing half of the show. Like, I missed Ludwig's promo about how he's wanting to get the attention back from Penta. So I missed a little bit of that. But look, some of my clips to the live matches, bro, they are on Patreon, so you can check it out for sure. But I think it was a pretty good match. It cooked like I expected it to. A lot of talent there. Penta did a crazy little move where he stepped off of Ludwig's back. And I think he delivered the Mexican driver to Pete Dunne. That was crazy. Hey, but Ludwig got him a W. I'm so glad because Ludwig needs to get the love, man. I think he's entertaining. And I don't know why. I just feel like WWE missing the ball or missing the mark when there's a lot of kids out there that are entertaining on the mic, and I think that they have something to say, something to talk about. A lot of y'all are just not starting to get hip to Karrion Kross, when I think he has been a catalyst for a lot of the heel turns. He's been a catalyst for a lot of the dissension and breakups of a lot of the factions. So, he's not bad in the ring. So, it's good to see that a lot of people are starting to finally get hip to him too. For some reason, too, we had a moment where, like, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley talked about their upcoming match. For some reason, I don't know why. They're matching up after Elimination Chamber. I guess to avoid confusion. Still going to beef. Looks like Dom's going to take over the head of the Judgment Day because he's starting to bite back at Finn. You know what I'm saying? Liv and them let him know that they got a lot of plans this week for the Liv Morgan World Tour. So, we're excited to see that. We can get to that later, too. New Day had a match. I kind of was tuning in and out of that one. I think I was eating or whatever when that was going on, but gotta watch the end of that match, man. LWO, I don't know why they get no TV time. Like, they are literally buried behind Rey Mysterio. Goodness, I'm glad that Zelina is getting some time on SmackDown because, oh my goodness, they literally just walk out and stand outside of the. Like, I literally be forgetting half of them dudes know how to wrestle. But yeah, they put on a show. They're exciting to watch. But hopefully they get a little more TV time. I'm kind of upset, though. I feel like WWE missed the ball with the Woods and Kofi heel turn because it was a great moment. But they never got to capitalize on it because partially because of the crowd booing them every time they get on the stage. But I think it would have been cool if they did like the Kevin Owens thing and just went online and just dropped videos talking about what they wanted to say, bro. There was like a gag for like a few weeks where they just never got to talk about what they wanted to say, and I thought it was weird because now we just booing them and we don't really have a real motive behind what they're looking to do. So I think that was like a ball drop. But I mean, we all know that they can wrestle. They're just old. We got to see Lyra and Dakota rematch too. I think that was a pretty good one. They had a good first match for the Intercontinental Championship. Finally, Lyra is starting to actually get some title defenses, which we finally saw another challenger too. Like, goodness, I thought these titles were supposed to highlight some of the women in the mid-card division, but up until this point, we haven't seen any love. But yeah, even on SmackDown, we're just seeing like Michin and BFAB just recycling when it comes to Chelsea. But I don't even think BFAB has gotten a title opportunity yet. She's just finally get a little bit of TV time. So I don't know. A lot of these women ain't really getting the love they deserve. Maybe we'll see Zelina in that picture. She might be the mystery opponent for Chelsea anyways this weekend. But goodness. Of course, Lyra and Dakota put together a pretty good match. They got some This Is Awesome chants. And I mean, respectfully so. It was a good match. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. But it's interesting to see that we finally getting some TV time, bro. Finally. For American Made. Ivy now came, broke everything up, beat down everybody. And then we saw them boys get jumped by the Vikings for some reason. But yeah, I mean, looks like they're going to be battling for gold as well. So I was excited to see that. Also, Braun Baker matched up with Dirty Dom, and we saw what we expected in that match. It ended in a DQ, but cool enough, we had a moment where Finn and Braun stood down. Honestly, at this point, if you're just going to allow Finn to be Finn Balor, I'm excited for him to get an opportunity at the Intercontinental. That would be way more exciting. Let's get that. Forget the WWE title and the heavyweight title, because obviously it don't seem like y'all going to get the opportunity to Finn. I think the rest of us would like to see him go to bat for the U.S. Championship or for the Intercontinental Championship. Let's get some love over there. Braun, the people are behind him. The people are rocking with him. I don't know what they're doing on SmackDown when it comes to the United States Championship, but man, let's get Finn one of these opportunities. Let's get a feud started. Because they fumbled the Damian Priest feud. I think that could have been fire. They fumbled the heck out of that. They did have a nice last match. That like street fight, that was a good match. I ain't gonna lie, that was really entertaining. But I mean, I don't know. I think it just was a little lackluster because up until that point, the feud was like non-existent because it kind of came and then just disappeared. So it was kind of weird. And of course, one of the more fun parts of the show was when Cody Rhodes came out in order to try to respond to The Rock. For some reason, like I said, again, my initial reaction to that is on Patreon. I don't know why The Rock was saying what he was saying to Cody Rhodes. And there was like an edit prior to him walking out with Seth Rollins of like the conversation between him and The Rock. And the editors made that conversation look a lot better than it did because we were confused. And again, I don't know why Cody Rhodes would want to be the Rock champion, because what would he gain? Because he has the flagship title of the WWE and he's ascended to the point where he's got the flagship title of the WWE. I think it would have made more sense if it was at a point where he couldn't beat Roman Reigns and then he had to enlist The Rock for assistance. I think that would make a little more sense, because what else would he gain at this point? I mean, would he get the other title? The heavyweight title? I don't understand. What would be the benefit of him becoming The Rock's champion? I don't understand that. Is that like the People's Champion? I don't know what that means. Yeah, it's kind of confusing. Don't know what else he would gain from making that decision. Doesn't seem like he's going to make that decision at all. But he let everybody know that there was more to him than making a decision. He's got a family and everybody to consider. Or whatever. Of course, Seth Rollins interrupted him and said like this was like a slap in the face, because just as they started to build a bond, little bruh decided to entertain The Rock. And honestly, I can't be mad at Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins does come across as He does come across as hypocritical, because he is one who disbanded relationships, disbanded factions, and he's always pointing the finger at somebody. But if anybody knows, it is Seth Rollins. I think he kept it a G. Cody Rhodes, you cried for help. And you jumped to the people that were consistently in your way. the bloodline. You helped Roman Reigns. You. Now you're over here considering help with The Rock, the dude that beat you down, ripped you up, bloodied you, and battered you in front of your mom. Crazy work. Now y'all taking shots? And like Seth Rollins said, he was standing on one knee. Bro, I told my meniscus trying to help you. I gave up my title trying to help you. And this is how you repay me? By going right back with the people that did you dirty? Yeah, if I'm Seth Rollins, I'm not rocking with you either, Cody. What's wrong with you? Kevin was right. But yeah, a good little promo. I'm excited to see what that Elimination Chamber is going to look like. Because now, of course, bro, Logan Paul slapped the heck out of CM Punk. Oh my gosh, he made that boy bleed. But I'm excited to see what might come of this Elimination Chamber match. And yeah, Gunther and TOZOWA also had like a match. It was pretty cool. Gunther came out and like called out everybody for the back, and it was like funny to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it was actually an entertaining match, entertaining little segment with him and TOZOWA, and you know he talked about how they both came from across the waters, and they both lost weight in order to try to be the best version of themselves. That was pretty cool, pretty true. A good old fashioned beatdown. Again, I do not believe that Jey Uso should beat Gunther in any form or capacity. I don't think that it makes any sense. Other than just dethrone the dude. I don't get the purpose of, letting Gunther take this L. I mean, give Jey Uso the Jeff Hardy treatment for real. If y'all trying to say this dude Jeff Hardy, just go ahead and just keep that belt on Gunther and allow put him on a different show or something like that, man. Like, goodness, bro. Let him get some different challenges, bro. We watched this dude fight for a year for the Intercontinental Championship. What is the next evolution of Gunther going to look like? Because if he loses Jey Uso, I don't know. I don't know if I respect him. I ain't gonna lie to you. Gunther's like entertaining. I love this dude. I love his confidence. I love his arrogance. I love how dismissive he is of everybody else. But come on now. How did he lose to Jey Uso? And there's some dude that you easily handled multiple times. If you're going to beat him up all the way leading into WrestleMania, this is what you're about to get into. Like, I mean, come on now. I think the feud that he had with Sammy was a lot better than what's going to happen with Jey Uso. Personally, that was way better. That was way better war leading up to WrestleMania. But of course, the shining moment of the night was Bianca Belair and Naomi matching up with Liv Morgan. A lot of people were saying this was like the tag team match of the year. I think it was a really good match, especially for the women's division. Oh my goodness. There's been some exciting ones on the men's side, particularly when it comes to DIY and Motor City Machine Guns. But that's over there on SmackDown. It was a good match. A lot of near falls, a lot of crucial moments. I didn't like the way it ended. I mean, because they were going to war, kicking out of finishers and all type of stuff, and then they lose simply with a Naomi face getting smashed into the pole. It's just I ain't really mess with that. But I'm excited to see what this might mean for the future of Naomi and Bianca. Because now that they lost, what does this mean for the Judgment Day? Judgment Day can start to right their wrongs. Liv's back on top. But does Liv get an opportunity at the championship? Is Liv going to win the Elimination Chamber? Or is this going to be for Bianca? And if Bianca wins the Elimination Chamber, what does that mean for Naomi? And what happened to Jade? So, Liv and Raquel have already said that they didn't do it. They've already said it multiple times, the week after it happened. And then they continue to get accused. They caught on video, and they're still talking about they didn't do it. Yet, Bianca and Naomi were attacking them and took the eye off the ball because they were fighting out of frustration. So, again, I just know they better not fumble this Jay storyline because it got pushed out too long and there wasn't any discussions about it. So, I don't know how this might go. I don't know what this means for WrestleMania because now we're going to head into WrestleMania with no build for Rhea's belt. That's what I'm confused about. We're already starting to cook what might happen with Tiffy and Charlotte. But how are we going to get Rhea right now? And there's zero feud right now for Rhea heading into WrestleMania. Literally. Zero. What? Obviously, shoot, I would love to see Bianca versus Rhea. But what sense does that make? Bianca's on SmackDown. I don't know if Charlotte's on SmackDown. I don't know what that means. So the good thing is that Bianca has an opportunity for that, but I don't see anyone else in that elimination chamber that would make any sense to fight Rhea. I mean, I would have loved to see Io, but that's on a Monday night after Elimination Chamber. So it's probably going to end up in an interruption or something like that. It's probably what's going to happen. And maybe we'll get like a triple threat match, something like that. I don't know. But all in all, pretty solid episode of Raw. We saw some slight dabbles into, where things might sort of turn the corner and, things that might develop as we head into Elimination Chamber. Nothing really yet, I think, that I'm like too leery about, other than like what is going on. Like, we are completely lost about what's happening for WrestleMania. Like, I think at this point there was a couple like feuds that were brewing, but like for the main belts, am I tripping? I don't know what's going on. But we're gonna see, I guess, as the next weeks develop. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about Raw. Leave in the comments below.